took like 30 seconds last time to actually hit on YouTube.
Yeah, it's a pretty significant delay, so we'll see. We were walking up here. I definitely thought that might have been the basketball arena. What is that, though? Because that is very, doesn't it look like an old basketball arena?
It does. How are we looking? Are we on? We're live. All right. Call us if we have any other issues.
We'll see if this one can go longer than 24 seconds. That's the goal.
All right. Beautiful. Thank you, Zach Gagan, for saving the day. We were live for 24 seconds, and it stopped. Look at this football practice field. Pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful sight. So we didn't get our, emotional thoughts out because it was a pretty emotional loss on Saturday. How are you handling just kind of the bounce back effort, if you will, down here in Oxford, Stephen?
Well, it was like I was saying, every time we have to go on the road, it's right after a loss. So I'm kind of still reeling, still going, because we'll see, because I know that's shut off for no reason. But I'm still kind of reeling from the previous game. And then, now we got to go on the road, do a road trip, and go to a game that I don't think they're going to win. But it feels like every time we've gone on the road the last 2 years, thinking that Kentucky's not going to win, they surprise us. So, is there a chance we're in for another surprise? Not much of a surprise this time, but still.
To Kentucky's credit, they have been immaculate in this spot. They are 4-1 coming off of a loss and only 1 2-game losing streak on the year. So if you're looking for your copium, if you will, I would say that that's where it's coming from. There's the media entrance. So we can just hang out here if you want. And hopefully the lack of movement will be able to get us to stay transmitting. But yeah, Stephen, it's kind of just a weird vibe. This is a really solid, not great Ole Miss team that does a lot of the things well that Kentucky doesn't. They don't shoot the ball extremely well. They're actually pretty terrible in terms of rebounding. Don't score a ton of points. But what they do really well is force turnovers and take care of the ball. They don't turn the ball over themselves, but they force a lot of turnovers. Kentucky, without starting point guard Lamont Butler and without backup point guard Kirk Risa, they're turning the ball over a ton, and they don't force a ton of turnovers. So it's one of those differing styles of play that could really present issues for Kentucky. But it is kind of a similar kind of deal to Texas A&M, where they're going to try to, muck things up. They're going to try to get physical. They're going to try to, make Kentucky uncomfortable defensively. But if you can get into the half court, if you can overcome that first wave of defensive pressure, they do give up a lot of three-pointers. So there is an avenue for, if you can avoid that first wave of, turning the ball over, that, first hit of pressure, then you can get clean looks, and hopefully this is a team that is capable of making them. So if you're looking for hey, what is the path to a victory? It is, yet again, hey, go hit 12 threes and win the game. They're not going to score enough, in my opinion, to win in a track meet. It's going to have to be an ugly rock fight for Ole Miss to win. So I think if you're needing, look, this is a Kentucky team that's just really bounced back, and it's shown resiliency. It's shown some really impressive resolve in these specific moments. Hey, you're going down to Knoxville without a starting point guard. How is Jackson Robinson going to step up in a rock fight kind of, ugly game? They stepped up in a tremendous way. The only time that we didn't see that was coming off the Alabama loss, where they go down to Vanderbilt and they just, a lot of things didn't go that well. Injury issues were there, and just, didn't feel as mentally engaged as you would hope them to be. So I don't know. I liked their talking to the players on Monday. There was an unfortunate kind of emotional, hey, this game meant more to the fans than it did necessarily to us. They want to win every single game, but they wanted to win the Arkansas game for BBN, not because it was this, let's go win a top 10 battle at Tennessee. Let's, beat a top 10 Florida team at home. Let's beat Duke. Let's, kind of a personal statement.
Yeah.
They saw it as, hey, it's the Arkansas Razorbacks, unranked, 1-6 team in the SEC. They were desperate. They came in with a chip on their shoulder. They didn't view the game the same way that we did. They're upset that they lost, but it wasn't one of those mentally draining, emotional, like, oh, we just woke up like our puppy died. They didn't view the game the same way we did. So I expect that response to be better than I think we're responding as fans. Stephen, I know that this has really kind of taken a toll on you personally as a fan. Hello.
Yeah. So
what's up?
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel, man. Like it was a tough loss, but you can come back and beat another ranked team on the road. You asked me before the Tennessee game which one I would rather have, Tennessee or Arkansas, and I said maybe a smart person would say Tennessee.
What up? How you feeling?
We stink at home. I think the guys like the challenge on the road. I think we're
All right.
better in group.
How do you feel without a starting point guard?
I don't know. Get them help for the.
Where are you from?
Memphis.
Oh, good little quick drive for you.
Where in Memphis goes?
So that's not having a point guard has. Tell me if you think I'm too far off here. I've kind of just changed all expectations on this team. Without a point guard, it's just hard to have. The next 10 games to think they could go 6-4 without a point guard against the schedule. So here's what I'm trying to do, Jack. I'm trying to I'm going to enjoy the games. This is a challenge for this coaching staff. I want to see how they're able to do it, how they're able to get the most out of what they have. How long do you think I can do that for before I get too frustrated?
Maybe like the first TV timeout.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
I feel like that's probably the best bet for you, Stephen. You don't handle losses very well. Look at all this blue coming in. How are we feeling, guys?
Good.
How are we feeling about the Cats?
We're gonna do good, man.
Even without a starting point guard?
Oh yeah.
We hope we have a good day.
Robinson's gonna cook tonight. Who's your favorite player?
Yeah.
Otega's been pretty awesome. Do you guys have score predictions? How do you think it's going to go?
Probably like 70 to 50 UK.
Oh, good old Rebel butt whooping.
Really confident.
We need one of those. I was gonna say I feel like every.
You just need to have the same confidence that BBN does.
No, I mean.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Are you UK fan? I'm assuming. Oh, yeah. The glasses kind of told it.
Exactly.
How are you feeling about tonight?
Not sure.
Not sure.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Here, I gotta help them out.
So like that's kind of my thing is like we haven't had. He said 70 to 50. Every single win against like a Power 5 team has really come down to the wire, and it could have gone in either direction. Is there a scenario where Kentucky could run them out of the gym tonight? Is it possible they can have that first like big win, that first like blowout win?
There is a possibility. Kentucky needs to take 33 pointers tonight. If they hit the mark, the win-loss mark is double digits. If they don't hit 10, then they're going to leave Oxford with a loss. But if you can get into that 12, 13, 14 makes from three, then it could turn into like Ole Miss is talented, but they're not like heads above Kentucky in talent. They're evenly matched, a weird kind of battle and styles of play, and some of the things that could. But it's very similar to the Texas A&M game at home. Just very similar. If you're looking for like what is a but that game had the BBN on Kentucky side at home. This one's going to have Ole Miss. I've never been in this environment. I've heard it's awesome. It's a really cool basketball place to play. We're seeing a lot of Kentucky fans, as we've talked to already. So I'm hoping that we get some Go Big Blue chants. I'm hoping that we get some of that excitement, leading up to the game. Some of the big moments. We're going to need those pockets of BBN to stand out, like we did down in Knoxville, Thompson Bowling Arena. We just the perfect opportunities for BBN to step up. We need to see that again tonight. Steven, do you have any other takeaways from the game? Are you a UK fan? Like what?
Yeah, I'm with you guys from media today. I'm with Blue Network now.
Yeah.
My mind was blown. I was like, hey, if you want to hang out with us, sweet.
I've never seen a game. I was trying to think, when's the last time Kentucky came here and took an L? Do you have that off the top of your head?
Kentucky's 3-0. They have a 3-game winning streak against Kentucky right now. I don't know when the last loss down here came.
Okay.
But
it was 2021.
What was that one? 2021?
Yeah. Oh, well, if there was a good guess, on what year Kentucky last lost to a team, you can probably go 2021 as a fair guess.
Historically, though, it's like 111 and like 20 all time. Yeah. Kentucky has absolutely dominated this series, so that's a positive. There are a lot of positives working in their favor. And I think people are just so scared of the moment because of the circumstances, more so than just looking at Ole Miss as an opponent. Chris Beard's a heck of a coach. They have talent. Sean Padula is really, really talented, but he's, Otega Owe is scoring more points than him per game. So, you look at, their leading scorer, he's like, oh, he's really, really good. But Kentucky has a lot of really, really good guys as well. I think there's just this fear that how can our guys handle the pressure and the emotions and, some of the things that kind of come with being, backs against the wall. But they're old, they're experienced, they have come up big in a lot of these types of moments. So,
do you think you see more playing time for guys? Do you see, maybe we don't spread those minutes out? Is there a possibility that Jackson does go 36? Give a couple guys. Amari probably needed to play more. I know it might be a fatigue factor, but at the same time, if you want to get out of here with a win, you got South Carolina on Saturday. You should win that game at home. Is this a game where maybe you play some guys into the deep 30s?
It is a balance of when you're this thin already, you don't want to run your guys into the ground and then add to the injury issue. So it's that finding that balance of if they're able to give it a go and they're healthy. Andrew Carr, what do you got? Can you play 25 minutes? Can you push 30 with your back issue? Don't know. Ansley Almanor has stepped up in a major way. You don't have to stick to the rotation and just